Hey guys, welcome back in my shop. As some of you maybe noticed, I haven't been able to upload a lot of videos lately. I did plan to do that, but I had some difficult times in my family with health, and yeah, I need to take some time off of metalwork and support the family. So that's of course that's much more important than do my projects in here. Yeah, now I'm back in the shop and planning to do some nice projects again. And I did move some stuff around in the shop and cleaned a little bit. Cleaning my head and cleaning the shop is always a good combination. So I want to give you guys a quick shop update tour, and after that I want to take a look at the bead roller that I bought. I bought a cheap bead roller because I have a nice project for that. So yeah, let's start with a quick shop update tour. So I bought a cheap English wheel. I will do a video on that later, but it needs some work. Got my metal brake press, foot operated, functional, and plate in the back so nothing falls down and I can reach it on there. It was quite challenging to get it all in the shop without taking too much space. Also with the pull max, that's quite a large machine, and it's not on the ground surface, it's too big, but yeah, it's so long that it was challenged, and I want to be able to still move my trailer in here, so I can take things off the trailer. So yeah, this way that's still possible, and everything in here is still movable, and the pull max and the sheet metal work can be done over here. Welding over here, and some more grinding stuff in here, and on this side I got some metal stock and future projects, and my nice Bevo cold saw and homemade bending machine. And on the other side nothing really changed. Got it a bit organized, but you can see I still have the machines on the wooden pallets, so I can move them around a little bit. Got a nice clean Shaolin, and the other one still needs some cleaning, but everything is functional. I did have some problems with the 3-phase power, but now it all works. And in here also a little bit more organized, and some nice future projects in here. So let's take a look at the bead roller. It's import version. It's I'm not sure if it's China, but for me that doesn't matter. I bought it at HBM. It's a Dutch company for only €100. I think HBM sells also to different European countries. But you see a lot of these with different brands online, and they're all around the same price, very cheap. And yeah, you get what you pay for. So if you don't have a lot of money, or pay a lot of money, you don't have a lot of quality. It is alright, it does need some modifications, but the gears are alright. I think they're even hardened. There are no bearings in these ones. I did saw a few versions of it that has a little bearing in here. The adjustment is a little bit flimsy, of course, but and you want to put a handle on here, but that's all something you can modify. This is the bought version, and let's say this is version 1. Why I bought this one is first I have a project that I want to do right now, and I don't have the time to make my own one, but I did plan to make my own bead roller. I already had the drawings for it, But then I thought, okay, let's just learn this skill first. I think that's important for me right now, is to first learn this skill. So just to be clear, I'm completely new with bead rolling. It's a new skill for me and a new tool. So I need to learn that, and then I know exactly what I want for design features and also what is important for a machine to have. So that's good. I think that's a good way to go on this one, is buy the cheap one, version 1, modify it, it's version 2, and design a better one, that's version 3, and that will be my version. But that will be a future project. The bead roller came with 7 dies, 1 shearing die, 3 step dies, and 3 radius dies. I already modified 1 step die set, and I had some fun testing these dies out. They work alright. When I put these on the lathe, I actually noticed that they were quite hard, so that's good. I put a file on it, it would skip, and so that's good. One thing that I don't like, and let's show you guys these, is the set screw to fix these on the bead roller. Some even have a little burr on it, but it will leave some marks, and of course aluminium is quite soft, but as you can see here, it does leave some marks on the steel, so even the top side in here. So that's something, maybe I did put too much pressure on it, I'm not sure, but I think you always will get some marks, so that's not really nice. I already did make some custom dies because I need to make a wire edge. So I need to fold the metal around and put it on a wire, and also with a large radius. So I already tested out a few things and went to the bead roller. So let's check the bead roller out and see how it works. This is just a 1 millimeter normal steel. Try to get a little straight line here. Okay, I don't know if you saw that, but the main problem is with the stiffness. Just have a look at how much movement there is on this plane over here. If I start rolling, or if I start rolling in the other direction, so with these brackets it worked a lot better. The side stiffness is no problem anymore, and up and down stiffness was not a big problem, but the side stiffness was. And that was exactly what I was talking about, designing your own. I didn't realize before I used this one that it needed so much stiffness to the side. I thought the movement strength was mostly up and down, but the forces sideways are quite large. So I need to make a fender for a nice classic car. It's a BNC, and just to give you guys a quick look on what I need to make. So this will be the basic shape, wire edge here, and then a large radius, some flat. It's 13 centimeters wide or 130 millimeters, and then a small bead here on the top to give it some more stiffness. So I learned that I need to be careful with the markings, but the wire edge went alright. If it can focus. Yeah, there are some spots that I didn't close, but mostly it went alright, even in the corners. So it's a good test. Top side has some markings, but not too bad. So my first practice with the fender shape turned out, I think, quite alright. Got the wire edge in there. It's relatively straight, although that was quite a challenge. I did get some marks on there, but it was just a practice, and now I know how to keep that from happening a little bit better. So I think that won't be a problem in the future. And yeah, other than that, happy with it. The 2mm thick aluminium was quite thick, especially for the bead, but also for the roundings of the edges. So I think I will try 1.5mm in the future for the fender, and it is strong enough. So that's the plan. The bead roller itself, without the side support, I think it's not functional at all. So you need to put some brackets like this on there. But even without welding brackets like this, it does work, as you can see. So that's a cheap bead roller that you will get some nice practice and some nice products. I think you can do a lot of fun with it. What other modifications? I will put a handle on there and a big wheel on here, because every time that I turn, that my perspective on the bead changed a little bit. So that's why it's a lot harder to keep it straight. So I did see a lot of modifications with a big wheel on here, and now I understand why. To get a nice and straight bead, although I think it's still relatively straight. So yeah, that was it for now. First time for me, so learning this new skill. So if you have any tips, then please let me know. I will always want to learn more. So yeah, keep the comments coming. And modifications of the bead roller will be a next video. So for now, that was it. I did learn something, and hope you guys did too, or enjoyed watching. So see you next time, guys. Bye bye.